And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Aurora School Pinball Tournament. Mr. Webb, what an exciting game we had in Pool D.
Yes, in Pool D, and then following it up today with Pool B after Harlem got through in the last round. Looking forward to seeing who'll be joining him in that exciting grand final coming up. There's the board with Harlem already through.
That's right, 3 spots. What a great player. Very excited and took away our first top spot. Who will get the next one? We're about to find out. Let's see what Pool B is all about.
Yes, and the competitors, and here we are focusing on the 4 competitors taking place today. Firstly, we have Kiara from room 1. Her favourite multi-ball is the Mustang multi-ball. The most famous person that she's ever met, Mr. Bloor, she said you, which I thought was lovely, and she would like, her goal in life is to be the first astronaut on the moon who's from Kaponga. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, well, many have come before her and taken the big step for mankind, so well done, Kiara. Look forward to see what she's got. Tough competitor, and she has spent quite a bit of time practicing, so it'll be good to see whether she comes up with the goods today. Now, next up, from the Isle of Africa, I'm not quite sure which isle that is. Me, Lala, exchange student. Even though COVID's on, it's really good that we've got this exchange program with some of our students. And tell us a little bit about her, Mr. Webb.
Her favourite TV show is Friends. The favourite multi-ball on the table is the ever-popular Mustang multi-ball, and someone famous she's met the Barrett brothers, who I'm not really sure who they are. I don't think they play for Waikato, but I'm sure they're probably somebody important locally.
Must be. I can't really comment on that either, but Milala, great to have you here. Next up, the man himself who featured quite a bit in the Fast and the Furious movie, Ben McQuaig.
He had that role. I think he was overshadowed by a couple of the other adults standing in the movie, but I guess he tried his best. Ben's been playing consistently on this table. I think he's quite confident of his abilities. He had a bit of coaching and a bit of help from Harlem, who featured in the last episode. His favourite food is pies. Hopefully that's steak and cheese and not mince.
That's right, Ben and Harlem do seem quite close, working together quite closely. Let's see, next up, Mason Robinson, a pinball punter himself. He has spent time on this machine, mainly fixing it. He's a maintenance man at heart.
Yes, and he's looking forward to stamping his authority on the game. Some famous person that he's met, or the most famous person he's met, is Travis Pastrana, who I'm not sure if it's the one who's the spaghetti connoisseur or it's the one who's the rider in the Nitro Circus, Mr. Bloor.
One or the other, I'm sure.
His favourite food is chips, and he's looking forward to playing well in the competition and hopefully being the second player through to that big grand final that's coming up. Now, here we are.
All right, Poncherello, all the best. Okay, first up, Kiara. The coins are going in. There's 4 players on the board. And look, she's taking her time. She wants the skill shot. Mr. Webb shoots up a little bit short.
Yeah, she'll have a second shot at it, but no good. But into the drag race multi-ball. So as we saw with our first episode, have to say, Mr. Bloor, some decent viewing figures for that first episode. She's going for that gears. We've got 2 down in a row. We've just locked the ball in the store. There's 3, so just 2. She's just hit the S, just needs that G, and then that will be the first multi-ball today. So she's looking on a strong start.
She really seems to know what she's doing, Mr. Webb. There's not too much flailing around with the flippers. We saw that Flappy Bird last time, of course.
We did. She nearly hit the G there. Just missed it, but this is good, concise play from Kiara, which is good.
Great start. There it is. Drag race multi-ball, Mr. Webb.
Yes, and we know from previous episodes and we know from what's happening here that these scores are going to jump up. We can see these multiple jackpot pots being struck. She's just lost 1, but the ball save's on, so she's back to the 2. Yep. Want to see if she can loop around.
Very good. She's over 5 million now, but oh no, that's it.
Well, she did put a good score down to start with. A bit of pain in her face, a few startled looks. Madison Parada. What's that laughing for?
Yeah, come on, fair play.
Oh, just between the middle, no bumper this year, as we've said. Well, it's a good solid start.
That is
well
a
done.
great start. I don't know what she's holding up.
What's that? Some strange object? No,
we'll find out, I guess.
Right.
Now, we've talked all about the power shift, of course. No one has been awarded one yet, and we haven't seen anyone use it yet either, Mr. Webb.
No, and we talked about this last episode. We talked about these students who had left points on the table, left the money in the bag. They had the power shift there, did not use it. She was going to walk away from the table.
All right, good to see Malala. Obviously, in her native country, I'm sure they play a lot of pinball.
Yeah.
I hear that some of my movies get played there.
Big viewing numbers. No, that's good. Well, we're looking for drag race again. There's 2 of the gears that have gone down. There's 3, so we've got 2 more. Oh, there's 1 more. So just 1 more for that multi-ball up the left ramp, and then
unlucky. Pops off the flipper. She didn't even hit it.
Yeah, that was...
Pops off and back around and down the gully.
Not the start that she would be wanting to have from there, but
unlucky.
There is unlucky, and there's absolutely nothing she could have done with that. So that's a shame, but 2 more balls to go. A few more extra bonus points.
What's that lever on the board? 1.5 million. Look, it's a start, but her drag race multi-balls are off. Next up, strong competitor. Oh, what was that?
What?
Was that a pinky shake?
It was some kind of lucky symbol. Hopefully, look, there's Harlem.
It's like a bromance or something.
He's got a vested interest in this because he has qualified for the final already. I talked to Ben. Ben said to me his goal was to get the T-shirt because obviously he's featured as one of the, one of the supporting actors in the movie. Not really one of the top stars, but that's all right. Now, we're looking for drag race again. So we want to see a consistent start. Obviously, Kiara has hit that multi-ball to start with, and then Ben will be looking at that. Now, that was the first... Ooh.
Ben's had some good games in the last weeks. I think up to 40 million. He's
to 40 million. Well, if he could put 40 million on the board here, that would obviously be the highest score in the competition by some way, and a bit of a dominating score. There's a nice left loop off that ramp. Nearly got what we're waiting for. Just the G. He's into the store, which hasn't set yet. He's gone straight back into it.
Straight back just to make sure.
Yeah.
It's the captive ball.
Oh, nearly got that G. So bouncing around a bit. Just. Oh, he's crazy. There it is. All right, that was.
Very tidy shot. A little early hit there. Just captured the G, and he's into his multi-ball.
That's right. And we've got these. We've got a replay of that last bit coming through.
I think he's gonna backhand.
Yeah.
In and up, and he's got the nitrous boost, which now doubles his score.
So each of these jackpots now, instead of being 400,000, will of course be 800,000, which means that he will get some significant point gain from that. That's fantastic work.
Good playing. It was a backhand shot too. Very nicely done.
A 2 million super jackpot for looping right around the top as well. This is
he's over 10 million already, Mr.
Off
Webb.
the first ball, my goodness me.
Oh, well done. All right.
9.1, and he cradles,
takes a breath.
He's looking at that and he's kind of going, all right, where to next?
What's he want to do?
Well, he has 11 million on the score. That's a very significant score for that first ball.
Those caution bumpers are up, so they're both a blessing and a curse.
Now, he's just struck 1, so he has a power shift, Mr. Bloor. Is that correct?
That is correct.
He's hit 2.
2 power shifts. I wonder if we can... We'll check that out again later. That's right. I wonder is he aware of what he's got?
Well, we've talked about this till people can't see us, but we're blue in the face. There are 2 power shifts there. That's perhaps what those people are talking about, but there's potentially 2 million points sitting there if only he would reach forward and touch that button.
That's right, there you go. The 2 tombstones come down.
Yeah.
2 power shifts waiting there for Ben, and he is leading with 12 million. That's a great first score.
That is an amazing first score. Now Mason's stepping up now. So again, we've got a student looking for drag race there, and you mentioned that Mason's been involved in a bit of pinball table building and construction.
In fact, I think he's spent more time inside the pinball machine than outside, Mr. Webb. Screwdriver in hand. He's done some wiring and all sorts of bits and pieces.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if that knowledge of that machine. I'm just going to say if that knowledge will translate into points.
It's not a happy chappy.
No, not with that first ball, but that's only the first stage. It's only the entree of a 3-course meal.
That's right. A bad first ball isn't the end of the world, but it can't be good for your confidence. He is the lowest scorer. Back to Kiara, Dark Horse. She's put something down in the corner there, Mr. Webb. Maybe, I don't know.
There's some kind of foreign object, and we can see it nestling in the corner of the table there. Now, we do have an extra... There was some finger there on the... in front. It's been cleared away, which is good.
Finger infringement.
Finger infringement. Well, it's not Kiara's finger unless she's got extremely long fingers. Now, she's got... We talked about this in the first episode, but the extra ball on that left lane is lit up. There's a loop around the top. Now, the mystery Ford qualified for drift race. We were in stunt driver mode, of course, because she's completed the drag race multi.
The ball save's gone. I think that's over. She's not sure herself.
She's not happy. She's picking up that object. There's some people on the sideline.
Let's quite a close view up someone's nose anyway.
Yes, but there's
Looks
a bit
clean.
of shock there, I think. Yep, after that first ball, it's a good score, but perhaps not a great score. So we've got Malala coming back. Now this is where she needs to really put her foot down. Just going down up the table, up the top. What do we... Ooh, ball. Again, that ball save's coming, which is useful. Round to the right. Right there.
One more hit and she's in drift race multi-ball. There it is. Drag
race multi-ball, Mr. Ball, but that's all right. It's so exciting. We don't know sometimes what we're talking about. 400,000. There are a series of jackpots. The ball save is on. There's another jackpot. This is making up some great space, catching up to some of those leading point scorers in this competition and heading back up there, which is really good. There's one more just to drop down and she'll have that gear spout. Now she's still got the ball save, so the... Oh, she's not got the ball save, has she? No.
She was having to start a new mode in the shop there, Mr.
Right,
Webb, but
is that what it was?
Oh, look, there's the competitors looking on.
Yes.
I think they're sort of quite...
some pensive looks there. Just drop right down. That's when you hit it. No.
A little bit of delay on that flipper.
Yep.
But, I'm not going to judge.
No, we won't judge. Now, Ben currently... Again, this is...
These guys are really linked together.
Well, they are. It's lovely if it's encouraging. Now Ben's got a lead at the moment. He's got a 4 million point lead at the moment. So this is his opportunity just to stamp his authority on the table, take this competition away from the others, and just build himself a score that perhaps can't be beaten.
That's right. I think he's wanting that extra ball. He's wanting to get control of that flipper.
I think he's overthought that a little bit, which caused that shake of the head when that ball was lost. So he'll try again shortly.
Okay, the ball save is off, so he's got to really look after his goodies.
Yeah.
This could be the shot for an extra ball.
He's cradling it.
Oh
no, he pulled the trigger. Well,
down the middle, he won't be as happy as he could have been.
No.
Food. I think she's wanting the food, but he's got the food.
Now
there's a lot of food around
and
here.
Food for Thought says that if Mason's going to close that gap between the people ahead of him and himself, he needs to do that. So we've got him on. So we've still got drag race, which he hasn't completed. Is that right, Mr. Bloor?
No, he's got one more hit on the gears to start his multi-ball.
Right.
A little bit of a late comer. He's the only one that hasn't had it yet.
Yeah, but once he gets that, it should be that... There we go. I'm going to say it should be that opportunity to bridge that gap with the points. And then if he gets the nitrous, that could double it, which would potentially be fantastic. There's one jackpot's coming there. Where's that second ball? There's another jackpot, which is fantastic. So if it looks like he's cradling ready for that loop.
That's right. If he gets the loop, of course, it's the super jackpot, and it's a whole million.
Oh, he's hit that. He's been up that left-hand lane twice.
Is that the nitrous he just got? I'm not sure.
No, he just hit it then, but that's caused the ball to spin back out.
Now, that's a caution sign, which means...
He has a power shift, but 2.3 million... Has he pushed it? He hasn't pushed it. The power shift clearly there.
So he's got a power shift waiting for him in the wings.
Right.
What will it award him? Hang on, here's this object.
No, it's not clear.
Still wet.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Kiara's.
Just take it.
Here we go.
There it is for us all to see.
Right.
It is a lucky carrot.
Yes. Now, for those of you perhaps joining us for this first season, we had a competitor who, the inaugural winner from the first season 3 years ago now, had a lucky carrot which he brought with him to every competition and every episode that he was in. So sort of the legend of the Oroa lucky carrot was born. And now was that the extra ball that Kiara was looking for?
Yes.
It is. We
Extra
can see
ball.
it. That is.
Look at that score, Mr. Webb. She's up to 11 million already.
Wow, she's got the ball save in, plus the extra ball. No power shifts, but this is the I guess the potential. Oh, now it's gone.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What's happened? Because she has the extra ball. Look, she's waiting for it. She knows what time it is.
She does know what time it is. Look at that pose there. Shoot again. Well, Kiara, the first player to use an extra ball in this round. This will help with her points immensely. She's not too far off Ben's score at the moment, actually.
12 million.
Yeah.
That's a really good third ball. This is where she needs it.
Yeah.
Ball save is there.
That's
it's still
right.
in play.
Shoot again. So we're going back up the top again. These are these last crucial minutes of the game. She's gone for a cradle. Just 2 million points for that.
Goodness.
That's fantastic. Oh, nearly on that left loop. Watch out. Oh,
I think she's just taking the lead, Mr. Webb.
yes. Well, she got a 2 million point bonus, then a 1.5 million, 3.5. That'll take her into first place. Lucky handshakes aside, I think Kiara is now in the pole position.
Look at that, 16 million.
Yeah.
Ben has 14.
Yes.
And the other two just over 4.
Well, Kiara's laid down the gauntlet. There's be a bit of a challenge for these others to catch up to her now.
All right, now it is possible, of course, from one ball you could go all the way, and Milala gets the skill shot.
She does, and again, we say this. She has a power shift. She has to reach forward, touch that button, get the extra points. She's not done it as of yet.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Ooh.
Oh, there, Mr. Webb. Did I
Yes.
just see it?
Yes. There it is.
The power shift.
The power shift used.
And she gets a 250,000.
A 250,000
Not huge,
points.
but
Yeah.
still, she needs it.
That's right. So that's our first power shift used during the course of this season, and hopefully it will not be the last. All right, now.
That's her third ball. She's at least in third place.
Yep, Kiara's looking on pensively because Kiara knows this is most likely, if there's going to be an issue, it's when Ben will come up against you now. Ben needs to make up, and I'm sure Ben's aware, being the mathematician he is, he needs 2.5 million points to catch Kiara. Should well be within
It's
his
strongly
range.
possible, but the pressure is on. These guys are under immense pressure. Look at that.
That
Backhand.
backhander to take the extra ball.
Oh,
He
perfect.
breathes out, he exhales loudly. Now I think we know why, because that will mean if anything was to go awry, he would still have the backup of that extra ball while he's chasing Kiara's scores down just as we say it.
He is gonna need it. Oh, look at his score. It hasn't really done anything, Mr.
No,
Webb.
this is dangerous
Heck.
times for Ben. Right. He's got rally race on, but he's he shakes his hands. Kiara's nervous. The tension is building here because this is this extra ball, otherwise he would be out of here. He's still 1.5 million behind. This is going to possibly go down to the wire because we need to see one more bonus here for him to get up there.
You can see it on his face. He's feeling it.
He's uncomfortable. We're just going to watch this table. Yep.
Couple of years, all 750,000.
Right, he's within about $1 million, so
Now
he's
remember,
closing in.
He does have 2 power shifts sitting there.
That's right, and we've said this. If he hits that, if he reaches forward and slams them down, it could be he would overtake Kiara, but he's not doing it. Now he's gone out the middle.
He's not happy. What's
The
his
drama? He's out of here. He thinks he's frustrated himself. We can't believe it. What's happened with that score? People are leaning in.
Everyone wants to see.
There's tension. There's fingernails being bitten. Look at that face. My gosh.
It's a close up, all right.
What has happened, Mr. Bloor? How close is this going to be?
Ben's in behind. He won't see it.
He can't. He's walked away
Alan
from
wants
it.
to tell him something. What is it?
He's done it.
17 million. Ben moves
my
into first
gosh.
place. Kiara second with 16.
Yeah.
What a round.
It's all come down to the bonuses. We won't go on and play things. Kiara shakes her head. She knows how close she was.
Unbelievable.
People just are walking away and leaving, and we've still got Mason to come.
They just think it's done, don't they? They've seen what they came here to see. They've paid their money, bought their popcorn.
It could have been that, or the duty teacher telling them that the bell had gone. It was time to get class and do learning. Now here we go. Mason's finishing off here.
Okay, mate, come on, mate. He's off to a very poor start.
He shrugged his shoulders. He wasn't too affected by it. He's got an extra ball lit on that left-hand lane, so that would be probably a pretty good thing.
Oh, 2 down. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Mason, 4th place.
Yeah. And our 2 titans, or the 2 main competitors. Oh, he will go to the interview.
All right, Ben, what a round. What happened?
Oh, it was close at the end. I was on 14 mil and then I got an extra ball and lost the first ball and then finally got the last 2 mil right as I dropped the ball down the chute.
Oh, man, and you actually walked away and thought you hadn't got it?
Yeah.
How does it feel, mate?
Good.
Yeah, you're going into the finals next to Harlem. Anything you want to say to him?
Get wrecked, Harlem.
Awesome, congratulations, mate. Harlem, how do you feel?
I'm sad. You're my friend.
Oh, that's rough. Well done, Ben. I don't know whether the friendship's going to survive this.
Yeah, we may see no more shakes after that. Now we have 2 rounds left. There are 8 competitors still to go. We have 2 more finalists looking to join our 2 gentlemen in the final while we hunt for the grand champion for 2020. Mr. Bloor, I cannot wait.
It's going to be awesome. Thank you, Mr. Webb.